and welcome back to All the Planner Things. I'm Marie.
And I'm Rosa. It's our spring episode.
Yes, happy March, everyone. We just had first day of spring.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
It's the vernal equinox just
That's
happened.
what-
First day of spring. Yay! I might have still wanted to hibernate a little more.
No.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, okay. For you, I was ready for sun and warmer days and, back to my 72 degrees that I have to live at. And that's why I live in Southern California.
I started sweating at 72 degrees because, changes. Changes. But no. Okay, so I won't lie. I was very bummed when they did the time change because, we do daylight savings time here. Hate it. And so I lose my 1 hour of sleep. And so I was very disappointed in that. I'm like, ugh, I hate it. Just give me back my 1 hour. I need it to be dark. But I won't lie. It was kind of nice yesterday for it to be 7 o'clock and the sun was still out, and I wanted to be outside. I didn't get to be outside on the first day of spring. It was such a pretty day that day.
It was.
Such a pretty, and I didn't get to be out. I was indoors. And I'm like, go outside. So spring is one of my favorite seasons. I don't like fall. I don't like summer anymore. Now that I get hot. I get hot. That's why. I used to like the warmer days, but now I'm just hot all the time. So anyways, I guess I'm not much into hibernation this year, but still, give me back my 1 hour. If you give me back my 1 hour of sleep, I think I'll be okay with time change.
Yeah, I don't mind. I like getting the sun out longer and later. I just don't like changing it. Can we just stick to one and stay there?
Yes, to the fall one where you get the hour.
Well, if it's the same all the time, then you won't ever miss the hour.
But I know that we skipped an hour and that it's all forever gone.
Okay.
Everyone else is in the regular time. No one springs forward. Not everyone springs forward.
No?
No. Spring forward, fall back. That's how I remember the change of time.
I thought if this is totally off topic. I thought if they do one, they do the other. They don't just do one.
Arizona doesn't change their time.
Yeah, but they don't ever change their time.
They never ever change their time. So they're in the regular time.
They're the only ones, though.
Are they?
Yeah.
It's in Montana or... Yeah. That state up there? That
I don't know.
Up in the Rockies? I don't know. Montana. Yeah.
Yeah, I
thought it was all central. No. Wow. I do not know.
I don't know.
Anywho.
I'm going to Google.
I know for sure Arizona doesn't change it, but it was my uncle who reminded us, who was in Arizona, that we had to change our time.
He knew?
He was like, don't forget. And my mom's like, oh yeah, I forgot. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot too. He's on it. Because then he, I think, I don't remember which is the time that, we're on the same time with him again. So, Arizona people, tell us.
Oh, Hawaii.
See, Hawaii doesn't do it.
Yeah, so most of the United States, okay, this is according to Wikipedia, most of the United States observes daylight savings time, the practice of setting the clock forward 1 hour when there is longer daylight during the day, so evenings have more daylight and mornings have less. Exceptions include Arizona, except for the Navajo Nation, which observes daylight saving time, Hawaii, and the territories of American Samoa, Guam, the Northern Mariana Islands, Puerto Rico, and the United States Virgin Islands.
Oh, there you go. Mm-hmm. See, so they don't spring forward, so they're in the back one.
Yes.
So in order for us to be with them, we have to go back one and stay there.
Oh.
Because they're never going to change their time.
Okay, yeah.
And we get our 1 hour.
Yes.
I win! I just want my 1 hour of sleep back. Okay, and then we're going to totally stop this because we know it's not planner related, but you know how when our kids were little, it really affected them, the time change, and it was like a pain in the butt.
Still does. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, okay, so not only does it affect them still now, but now it's affecting me. I feel like I was just, it took me so much longer to adjust. I was tired for a week.
Same.
So, yeah, that's why I hate change.
That's what I'm saying. If we just stick to one, I'll be happy.
Give us back the hour.
Yes, I'll take it.
Okay, give us, whoever's in charge, give us back the hour. All Right.
Okay.
So now that we've done
Gone off
this,
topic.
totally our tangents, let's figure out what's new in the planner world, right?
Yeah. So planner news. What's going on?
Well, shout out to Lights Planner Action. I just had to give a little shout out. I saw a post that they created a new planner, and for lack of a better trigger wording here, I call it a death planner. I don't know if they call it that, but I call it that. And it reminded us of our episode back in fall where we talked about planning for the future.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is a planner just for that, for planning for the future, for the inevitable, for, for when we are gone. And it's a full on planner with like everything that you ever, and I'm all like, this is perfect. Cause, we were talking about how like we cannot, what do we need to have and to remember and all this? Well, now there's a planner for that. You can have it all in one place. And here you go. A little morbid, right up my alley. But still, I thought it was cool and I thought it was like necessary. And I'm like, hey, we're on the same wavelength because we just did an episode on it and now there's a planner out there for it. So yeah. So if anyone knows of any other planners out there, go ahead and put it out there. Oh, sorry, Charm, smacked them. But yeah, I shout out to Life Planner Action. It just popped up in my feed and I'm like, hey, we just did an episode on this recently. So I thought that was cool.
Kismet, right?
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, they heard me, I guess.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping it was just Kismet, not the algorithm. Let me just pretend it was Kismet.
Yeah. What else is going on? Let's see. I know Go Wild is still a little ways away. It's May 15th to the 18th in Indianapolis, Indiana. What else is going on?
And they just posted like a couple of more people who are presenting or on their panel, so they're always constantly updating. So it like pops into my feed. I'm like, hey, Go Wild. Yeah.
Another thing happening in May that we were considering going to was the Pen Paper Palooza, which is a stationery festival in LA, May 16th to 17th. But now I'm not so sure.
Yeah. Well, she was like, let's go. And I was like, okay. But now she's found out a couple more information on it because she does the research. And I just go, yes.
So I was just Googling earlier today because I wanted to get a little more background on this event because I'd never heard about it before. So if you've been, or if you have any knowledge about this, please put in the comments and let us know about it because I was all excited because it's not too far from us. It's in Santa Monica. But the first thing I opened was a Reddit post where they got caught using AI for their poster. And so once they got confronted that it was obviously AI, they switched it and they're like, okay, now we're going to have a poster contest. Who wants to make our poster? Which seems kind of like, I don't know, not quite professional for like some significant event, I guess. I mean, it'd be cool if you did it like a long time before the event. But this kind of seems sort of last minute. This was 2 months ago.
Oh, for the contest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have thoughts. I mean, like, there's a lot of anti-AI people out there. I love AI. I'll put it out there. I get the reservations for it, and I get like, oh, let's not use other people's proprietary, especially with art. Don't take other people's art. But if they're not borrowing from anyone else's art to make their poster, I don't see the big deal of them using AI for their poster.
Interesting. I don't mind AI when it comes to like helping me draft an email or write something down, ideas. Like not a creative work, but like more like a personal thing or whatever, or something work related. But when it comes to creative uses of AI, I'm very torn about it because I know there's an argument, be like, why use AI art when you could, hire an artist? Like that's taking jobs away from artists.
But what if I'm poor and I can't draw?
Well, okay, that's why I said there is some, difference of opinion when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I get why people could be upset.
I mean, it's like using the free clip art.
Mm-hmm.
So I see it as like it's using different clip art and it's putting it together for me so I don't have to put it together.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see it. Because I know for sure, like looking at that looks very co-pilot-y. Because, yeah. that looks like the AI they probably used, and that's what it does. It uses their clip art and their stuff, and it just puts it together.
Mhm.
So, what's the difference between me doing it myself and then someone doing it for me?
'Cause it's not someone doing it for you.
It's Copilot. It's doing it for me. And then Terminator happened.
And
Because I'm
then
giving it,
the
I mean,
uprising.
yeah, I'm giving them self awareness. But I
Um,
mean, I'm like just saying, like, that's how I see their
mhm.
poster. I would have been, and I haven't done any research on it, so I could be totally wrong. I don't see them like if they would have taken someone else's art and then put it there and not giving them credit,
Mhm.
I would have been like, okay, that's a no no. But if
Yeah.
it's like free domain
Mhm.
clip art or whatever, I'm a little more lenient about it.
Okay. Well, there was another reason that I was kind of now hesitating is because somebody pointed out is that it's $25 for a 2-hour ticket.
Oh.
Because I knew there was timed entry, and it does say that if it gets overly crowded, that they will ask people to leave and come back later if they've gone past their time,
Oh, I
which I
thought
did
it
not
was
know.
like the aquarium where you're timed
Mm-hmm.
entry, but once you're in, you're in. Like they don't
Yeah.
make you leave.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much they would force you to leave, but they have
Oh,
like a disclaimer that they may ask you to leave.
oh, I didn't know it was like this is your slot and
Yeah.
that's it. I thought it was like and just straggle, no
Hmm.
long lines or whatever. But oh, yeah, two
So
hour
so
slot.
now, yeah, like I said, if anybody knows anything about this event or has been to one in the past, please let us know because I'm very curious about it. It's still a couple months away, so I'm not saying no. I was really excited because it's so close. Um,
And we love pens.
and we do love pens. And so what I definitely want to go to, and people were comparing it to the California Pen Show,
Oh,
which is even closer to us.
oh,
It's in Redondo Beach, um, or Torrance, actually, Torrance, California,
oh.
and it's I believe like a I don't want to say it's a bigger event, but it's something that more people have talked about, I think, when I've
Mhm.
been like just doing a little bit of research. And so we just missed it for this year. It was in February. And so now they have announced 2020. Oh, wait, that's this year. Like, what year are we in now?
2025
Okay, so 2025, it was February 13th to 16th.
or 1940.
So, it doesn't seem like they have next year's dates.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't seem like set yet, but probably
Hoping the same weekend.
hoping February and hoping pretty close by. So we'll
That's
see.
yeah, that's nearby.
Mhm.
I can.
We love pens.
We do love
We
pens.
love pens and journals, and it's like, yeah. So if anybody went to that, let us know in the
Yeah.
comments. Let us
See,
know.
yeah,
Hmm.
definitely. Gonna see the different types of pens, you know.
Hmm.
I'll admit I only not only I own the majority of my pens are Pengems. But I do have like the Beautiful and then I have like other that I wouldn't name brand and then, I like I I like Pengems for their prettiness, but then there's like the writing kind, like I'm very specific about like what ink I like. Not ink.
Hmm.
Is it tip? You know how we like the point
Yeah, like
five and then the fine.
the fine tip
So
or
I
the
just like
extra
trying pens. Like if I go to like a store and I'm like, oh, let me try the pen. Ooh, that's smooth.
fine.
So I would love to go to a pen show and see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I haven't really gotten into fountain pens, but it's something that I know a lot of people are really into. And that can also get very expensive. So I'm kind of scared to get involved. Like right now, I think I have one. I think Via Beautiful had like
A pen,
a refillable um, fountain pen,
fountain
and
pen.
that's what I have because I got one in a kit, I believe. And so I do have that, and I have just ink cartridges just for that one.
Oh,
Um, and so, but I don't know what kind of tip it is, to be honest. And I really like my ultra fine
yeah.
uh, refills that I use for my pen gems. So it's a little more thick than that, and so I'm getting used to it. But there's all different kinds of nibs and things you can buy. So maybe we'll learn more if we go to one of those pen show type of things.
Fountain pens scare me.
Why?
They look very artsy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a messy writer, y'all. So I'm afraid that I'll just smudge it everywhere. Like I don't know. I I'm not. There's no smoothness in my writing. I try cursive, and it's like a 5-year-old writing cursive or printing or anything.
But I heard like it's well, I don't know if it's true. I was gonna say I heard that's easier to write with a fountain pen, like fancy stuff.
Is it?
It's like calligraphy-ish kind of things. Well, depending, I guess, on what tip you get.
Yeah. I
I
tried
don't
to
know.
take a calligraphy class when I was younger, a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Failed
No.
miserably. No. I'm too stiff. And then I found out
Mm.
that I hold my pen wrong, apparently. I've been holding my pen wrong this whole time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I hold it like, yeah. And then I was trying to correct my nephew and my son how they're holding it. And then someone told me, they're holding it right and you're holding it wrong. And I
Oh.
could have sworn I was taught to hold my pen that way. Like that tripod type of thing.
Hmm.
But you're not supposed to. I don't know. I need a pen to show. Oh,
Yeah,
here's a pen.
Okay, just
So
show us.
I hold my pen like this. So apparently that's not how you're supposed to hold your pen. And that's why I have that little like indentation right here. And apparently that's not how you're supposed to hold a pen.
Okay, well, let me borrow
Now
your
you
pen.
hold it.
I hold it like this.
So you see, you hold it the same way.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the same way you hold it, right?
Yeah. So I
I
heard
rest
that
it on my middle finger and then I hold it. How are you supposed to hold it?
apparently you're supposed to hold it like this.
Like
Yeah.
a claw?
Yeah.
Okay, people, please let us know how you hold your pen because I've never no.
Because the real and then who was it? I knew someone who's like a OT. Was it OT who does that?
Mhm.
Who
Yeah.
does fine motor skills, right?
Mhm.
And yeah, and they told him that person's like, oh, my mom was always upset because she's OT and I would hold my pen wrong and I hold it like this. I'm like, what do you mean? That's how I hold it. I could have sworn that's how I was taught in school. So anyone knows how to hold your pen? Yeah. But I have that indentation. Like if you have that indentation, you're supposed to you're not holding your pen right.
Wow.
Sidebar.
I feel like as long as it works for you, is there a right or wrong?
I don't know, but maybe because that causes you to do more pressure into
Oh.
your writing, and then that's what causes the cramping. That's why, like, I hate writing.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't hate, like it. You use more ink and more pressure, and I do remember like that being a thing as a kid. Like, I pressure, like, even in pencil, and then it was hard to erase, and yeah, I don't know. So that's the thing. Like, you're causing more pressure or whatever, and that's why your hand cramps up and everything. But I don't know. And now I just thought my hand cramped up because the injury.
Oh, yeah.
But no, my hand's been cramping up since before that. So now it's just worse. Okay. Yeah. Now it's just really worse. Yeah. Anywho, so if anyone knows how to hold a pen right, I mean, I'm still going to hold it that way because it's 40 something years now. So I'm not going to change. You all know how much I love change. Okay, moving on.
Okay. What else is going on? Oh, so right now actually is let me get it. This tab to go. Chicago Stationery Fest.
Ooh.
This is something that would be so much fun to go to one day, I feel.
Is it happening right now?
It's happening right now.
Oh, okay.
It is sold out because it was yesterday and today.
Okay.
So it was March 22nd and 23rd. And
what are they doing this?
That is a good question. I mean, I feel like it's a lot of, let's see if I can find.
Oh, they have workshops.
They've got a marketplace. They've got workshops. The Washi Station.
Ooh.
That's a company that's one of the sponsors. Paper and Pencil, Edgewater Candles, Bobo Design Studio. How do you pronounce that?
Oh. Kinalun? But what's this? Is this a flower?
I don't know. Can't tell if it's a bird or a flower. Anyways, so they got a lot of sponsors. So yeah, and I've never been to one of these, but I do know that Helen from Coffee Monsterz Co is there right now. Ooh. And so a lot of people in the Facebook group are posting like they got to meet her and then she's got her products. And it's really exciting because the Coffee Monster company, so actually Coffee Monsterz Co, is celebrating their anniversary.
It's their 9th year anniversary this year.
Yes. And so Helen was posting actually the first part of the 9-year anniversary has already gone up on their website. It launched on the 15th.
Okay.
And so there was different stickers and washi and things. But part 2 is, speaking of pens, is a special collab that she's doing with Esther Brooke.
Oh.
which is a fountain pen company.
Ooh.
And it's a really fancy pen. It's really cute. It's actually kind of simple. It's like very it's an off-white, I think, with like a swirly, almost like coffee swirl on like design on like part of it. And then the actual nib tip has like a little emoji on it, like engraved in the pen tip.
No, okay, now I want
It's
one.
really cute.
I would probably never use it, but
and it retails. This is actually keeping me out of it since I'm not a current fountain pen user.
Oh.
The fountain pen retails for $195. Which is, I think, completely normal though for a really fancy fountain pen. Like, I mean, it goes way higher than that. I've heard too. So, like, people spend like $300 on like fountain pens.
It's on a more affordable side for a fountain pen.
I believe so.
Okay.
Like I said, don't know a ton about fountain pens, but this does not seem to be like out of the scope of normalcy.
Okay.
And then she's also doing an ink called Forgotten Iced Coffee.
Oh, I like that.
Too. And so she says it's meant to represent the gross watered down iced coffee after the ice melts.
That's a choice.
Yeah, I think it's funny.
Yeah, it is hilarious.
So it says it shows up as taupe on some papers, and on other papers it leans more like a warm gray. So a nice neutrally color. Okay. So that sounds really cool. Like if I was a fountain pen user, like I'd be really into getting this. And people are already like trying to get the ninja fingers going because they know it's going to go fast.
Yeah, I bet. Just like I said, alone, like all the cute little details, I would want one.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Well, congratulations to Coffee Monsterz Co and celebrating your 9th anniversary. Yeah. And then we have other releases too. Pengems just did their spring release, I believe.
So Pengems just came out with their Hello Spring pens, Honey Bunny and Sugar Chick. Those are still available in gold, silver, and rose gold.
I like that name, Honey Bunny.
And they're nice, like just very neutrally spring, light pastel-y colors. So they're pretty.
Neutral aesthetic.
Mm-hmm. They had just done their pattern play release not too long before.
Those are the ones you
That's
got.
the ones I got.
Which I loved how they feel because she let me touch them. And yeah, go ahead and tell them more about it because you know more about it. I didn't get them.
Okay. So there's a set called Pattern Play, and they have 3 pens that all have like a texture that's a very kind of almost like a velvety texture, which is neat. It feels really cool. And right now the set is sold out. One of the pens is sold out. The dark green pen is sold out. But Foxtrot, which is a gray pen with rose gold hardware, and Toil Me About It, which is a silver pen with that like blue. Am I saying that right? Toil. I just realized I don't know how to say that word.
What is it? Pronunciation.com. Have you heard of that?
No.
Or it tells you how to say it. Okay, hold on.
Twal. Okay.
Twal.
It's one of those words. Have you ever had a lot of times when you like read a word for so long and you have no idea how to actually say it? And you know exactly what it means.
Yeah.
You just don't know how to say it out loud.
Oh, I have a lot of those words, especially since English is my second language.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So like, you know, it's one of those words. There's a lot of words where I read before I got to say, and I'm like, oh, I've been saying that wrong. Oopsie.
You know, I did that a lot in like, I remember when I was younger and I was reading like Greek myths.
Oh.
I had no idea how to pronounce most of those names. Like I know Persephone, I kept in my head thinking it was pronounced Fairphone.
Oh.
And it took me a long time to be like, no, that's not how you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I used to pronounce it Persephone, and then someone told me it was Persephone.
Oh.
And I was like, no, it isn't. It isn't.
You know.
But still, yeah, I forgot what other words. There's a lot of words out there that I still probably say wrong. It's my accent, y'all. But twile.
So yes, Twal Me About It and Foxtrot are still available on the Pengems site, and they are running low though. They will tell you how many pens are left in each.
Very pretty.
And then, like I said, the Sugar Chick and Honey Bunny are still available also.
And those have the the prior, the ones that have a washi to go with it too, right?
Oh yeah, so the pattern play, the cool thing was if you bought the set, you got a free matching washi of your choice. And
Ooh,
so they match the barrel pattern, which is really neat. And so they still have some of the individual washis available to buy too, I think. I don't think, yeah, it looks like they're all still available. So yeah, cool.
nice. Oop,
Cool, cool.
almost dropped this phone on Charm. I just want to
Oh my
hurt Charming
gosh.
today. Sorry, Char. So those are the some of the things that are happening in the planner world right now. So spring, you know what comes with spring, right? Great segue. Spring cleaning.
Spring cleaning
Spring
time.
cleaning time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I had a little head start on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we all know I'm trying to create an office slash planner space for myself. And so I don't know if I made a lot of headway in it, but I have a space and I've slowly been going through stuff. So I think that that's my slowness, but I haven't really decluttered. I haven't taken out a lot of the planner stuff that are still in boxes. So
Mhm.
I don't know how much of a head start I have, but in my mind,
Well, I think because before you had planner stuff like in all different places and like
hmm
hidden away, you hadn't seen it in a long time, and now finally you took it all together, and you're like, "This is all my planner stuff."
yes. So it's all in one space now. Now I
Mhm.
just need to take them out and like figure out how I want to not display them, but to me it's like if I don't see it, I don't use it. So I want to be able to organize it in a way where like here are all the functional stickers and here are all the pens and here are all the seasonal stickers and here, I want to
Mhm.
be so I can just grab because if I have to look through it, I get so exhausted that I don't want to plan anymore. So that's my working project on spring cleaning.
Mhm.
um, are you doing any spring cleaning?
I am not doing spring cleaning. I want to do spring cleaning. Not necessarily. I'm not a great person to spring clean planner supplies.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to just keep holding on to stuff and adding more, um, which is not great. I know because it has to all fit somewhere. Like right now, this room has like bins and bags, kind of like around my planner. What's the thing called? My planner cabinet. Um, and yeah, running out of space.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I've given you some stuff when I was
Yeah.
kind of spring cleaning. I'm like, hey, you want this, Rosa?
Well, spring cleaning is not only about decluttering, it's also
Mhm.
just about organizing it in a better
Oh
space.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
So,
That's what I could do. Is I probably should go through and reorganize some stuff. Um, the one thing about not spring cleaning is that I feel like I'm purchasing a lot less than a
okay.
normal year. I've been
Mm.
shopping my stash a lot. I have if you've seen my Instagram, you'll see that I did just make a big order from Exo Mama Plans.
Beautiful. Gorgeous
It's
stuff.
they're awesome. And then I got like a mystery bag full of more kits and things, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" It was like a thick pile of stickers. My order. I was like, "Wow!" I didn't realize I got so much. So, um, but I am trying to do things like I do want to spring clean my garage. I have
Mm-hmm.
so much stuff in there, and it's really hard to let go of some stuff. Some of it's m- my daughter's stuff from when she was younger. Some of it's my stuff from when I was younger.
Oh.
And it's like really I'm so I don't want to say sentimental, but I
Oh,
guess sentimental.
yeah.
Like when we were going through my grandparents' house when my grandmother passed away a few years ago, I found boxes and boxes of old books, old toys, old everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
See, I wish I could find that. I don't know if my parents did their own version of spring cleaning. I would love to find my old stuff. Like this, there's this little toy house that I used to play with all the time.
Mhm.
If I found that, I'm not throwing it away. I don't care how messed up it is, because it brings back childhood memories.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. Ugh, I don't even know. I think they threw it away.
Mhm.
We moved up
Mhm.
so many times. All my Barbies gone. So I
Yeah.
understand. If I would find those, I would not throw those away.
Well, a lot of them are like plushes too, and
No.
things that I know could. I mean, they're in good condition. They could go to kids who need things. So I should. I'm gonna try to make an effort when I have a free weekend to just go through things. Not get rid of everything, keep some things, but try to also
Yeah, we have a
save
lot of
stuff.
plushes.
Yeah.
Like um what do you call those? Like containers?
Mhm.
Containers. You call them containers, and full of like plushies that are like brand new.
Mm.
So maybe I should do that too. Keep Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear was a bear I got when I was 5 years old from my dad.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but I don't even know where that one is.
Oh.
I have no idea. Where I haven't seen Mr. Bear. APB on Mr. Bear. But yeah,
Mhm.
the other ones, maybe once I get rid of those, I'll find Mr. Bear.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Maybe. So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's works in progress. Actually, the
Yeah.
physical spring cleaning stuff.
But
Mhm.
sometimes even just making things seasonal is a
Mm.
way of
Mhm.
making a spring clean refresh. I keep okay, so I've been wanting I have an entryway and I want to like decorate it. And there's been a lot of spring stuff out, obviously, because everything comes out of it. And I'm like, it's too early for spring. I'm like, oh, now it's spring, so like I can add them now. I can add like the flowery stuff. I can't have real flowers because I'll kill them. Um, so and then you can also like season up your planner. That's a way.
Mhm.
I have found myself trying to find more florals for my spreads and stuff like that. So my last week, it's still. I'm
Pause for
so
dog yawn.
sorry, princess. I disturbed your sleep. I still did St. Patrick's Day
Mhm.
version, but it was very pastel-y.
Mhm.
So, so this week I'm hoping to add more flowers to my spread. So
Mhm.
slowly see, I'm like,
Yeah.
but if I had everything organized, I would probably find my florals easier. Hmm.
Yeah, that's true. I do a lot of seasonal decoration in my planner. Like that I have a lot of sticker books that are seasonal,
Hmm.
and so I can like put away all like the fall winter stuff and take out all the spring summer stuff now. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
because I had a lot of like blue.
Mhm.
I don't know. I associate like light blue with winter, maybe snow, even though we get no snow. But now I'm
Mhm.
like radiating towards the flowers.
Mhm.
Look at the flowers. Walking Dead reference.
Oh,
Anyways,
I was like, I don't get that, but
yeah.
okay.
If anyone watched The Walking Dead, yeah. I won't explain it here.
Okay. Okay.
It's bad.
Okay.
Anywho, but another way of I guess there's a mental spring cleaning.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
it's kind of like decluttering your brain
Mm.
dumping. So then you can figure out and do your to-do lists and all that. So I think I need to start doing that a little more because there's
Mhm.
a lot of to-dos that I have that I keep just like it's on my big to-do list, and then I kind of try to put them like because I don't do. And I keep moving them from one week to another week to another week, and then I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, I never added this and this and this, so I feel like I need to make one giant brain dump
Mhm.
and then start. I used to do that too. Like I haven't done that in a while. So what I do is I do one giant and then I categorize those once I have a brain dump and like priority calls this and that, and then I feel like that would make me more efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of to dos up in here.
Mhm.
Like lots of appointments I need to schedule. I haven't scheduled.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
One thing that's like brain organizing, I guess, it hit me this week is about how important the words we use are to things. So this is like my daughter went and had her very first filling at the dentist this week. And I thought it was interesting that the dentist said, "Okay, I'm going to use my electric toothbrush to clean up your tooth and then I'll put the filling into it." It was not an electric toothbrush. It was the drill.
Oh.
But if you phrase it, this is the electric toothbrush. Some kids know my daughter uses an electric toothbrush. So that's something familiar and not scary. And
Mm.
I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, the way you say things matters and will make you feel better or worse about a certain situation. Like she had it was since it was her first time, she was really nervous. And so they said, would you like some silly air?
Oh.
So for the laughing gas, and I was like, oh, okay. So it's just like little tiny things that make you relax. So it's kind of like also like the way that you talk to yourself. If you're like, oh my gosh, I'm always a procrastinator, I'll never get through my whole thing, like that matters. And then that kind of reflects on how you think about yourself. So just a little thing about words matter and how you talk to yourself matters.
Vocabulary cleanup.
Yes,
I like
vocabulary
it.
cleanup.
Huh. I might borrow that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Another thing, I mean, there's a lot of things. See, this is what I do like about spring. It like motivates me to like do a lot of things. Do I ever
Mhm.
do them? No, but it motivates me to try to do it. Um, is going through my digital stuff. So I have a
Mhm.
lot of apps on my phone, and some of them I haven't used in a while, but I don't get rid of. And they're still. I have an app. I have an iPhone, so um, I have that feature where if you haven't used it for a while, it goes into a little cloud, right?
Mhm.
And it's offloaded, but it's still there in case you
Yeah.
want to download it. I have a lot of offloaded apps that are still there. It's taking up space. And that's why I
Mm.
can't even find things I have to search for it because I have a lot of categories. So I heard this from someone. They're like, well, do a digital cleanup like spring. Like look through your apps and the ones that you don't use and they're offloaded, just delete them. Obviously. I also download a lot of games. So like I like puzzle games, but there's a lot of ads, and if that ad intrigues me after a while, I'll like download that and I'll play for it for a little bit, and then I'm like, it's not, and then I forget to delete them. So
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna go through my phone and start like deleting those games that I don't play anymore and those apps that I don't use anymore.
Mhm.
Anything for you? No. You're
Um,
like, no, I use them all.
I know. I don't. I was like, "Where's my phone?" No, that's what we're recording on. Never mind. Um, yeah, no, I will. I will be playing games, and I'll get like an ad for a different game, and most of the time I'm like, no, or it's too similar to a game I've already downloaded, so I'm just ignoring it. But like just this morning, I got a new ad for a different game, and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. So I downloaded it this morning. I haven't played it yet, so I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I end up with a lot of icons. And I do use
Yeah.
a lot of folders on my phone. So I kind of sort and try to like keep things as decluttered as I can digitally. But then within each of those folders, there's still probably like half of those I'm not actually currently using. So that's probably a good idea. I could free up some space on my phone. What about photos? Because
Ooh.
I have a lot of photos on my phone and it's backed up to the cloud. So it's kind of like almost an unlimited, I mean, not obviously completely unlimited, but more than my actual phone can hold on to. So then I find myself, do you ever take like 10, 12 pictures of the same group of people just because you're like, wait, I'm going to keep going. Let me keep going just because somebody's going to have their eyes closed or something's going to happen. So I'm going to take so many pictures. And then you have to go through and sort through them and decide. Well, I mean, that's what I try to tell myself. Let me go and delete it all down to one or two. I don't need that many copies of the same photo.
I make a face because I'm so guilty of doing that. Like, there's especially when the rare times that we get together, all the friends, and even us, like we take so many pictures of the same pose because we want to get just the right one,
Hmm.
and then I can't bring myself to delete all the other ones.
Oh.
And I think even now, I even bought extra storage because I have some. I love to take pictures because we've talked about this. How I feel like that's the only way I'm going to be able to remember things at one point in my life because my memory is terrible. But I think there's even a folder which says not repeated, but like similar images or something like that. And
Oh.
so I keep telling myself go in that folder and because it's like pictures of the same picture type of
Hmm.
thing. I forgot what it's called.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Hold on. Pause. There is one. At least I know I've seen it. Albums.
Oh, my
Oh,
puppy.
duplicates. There's a duplicates folder and under
Oh,
utilities now.
really?
There's like a favorites, a hidden, a recently deleted, and then a duplicates. And it shows you like duplicates of pictures as you can
Oh.
see. Um I should go in there and delete some because it tells you like the same date and it's the same picture.
Hmm.
Um oh, look at that. See? And it tells you can merge them together so it's down to one. So,
Oh,
you gave me an idea. Maybe that'll be
okay.
easy cuz I can't bring myself to delete it, and then at one my eyes just glaze over, and I'm like, "Is this the same picture? Or is this a different picture? It's like a different like." And so maybe this one will help me
Hmm.
sort through it, and then at least get rid of some. Because you're right, I have a lot of pictures. I have a lot, and I've even paid extra. Like, there's the first tier. I'm
Hmm.
at the second tier
Hmm.
because I have so many pictures, and I'm pretty sure a lot of those are duplicates. Yeah, and I was wondering, totally sidebar, if I delete them from my phone, do I delete them from the iCloud?
I think so.
Oh, okay. So I can't delete them from my phone.
Not if you want to keep them in your
Oh,
camera.
okay. So see?
I think it'll warn you. Like if you click on it and it says deleting this picture, we'll delete it from the cloud.
Oh, okay.
So are you sure you want to continue? I think
Yeah.
it tells you.
Okay. Because a lot of my space in my phone is apps, dream apps, and pictures.
Yeah.
So
Same. Photos, huge amount of space on my phone, or taking up space on my phone.
maybe that's my low hanging fruit.
Maybe.
Digital declutter.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be my low hanging fruit. I mean, I know I should be working on that office space, but
One thing at a time.
one thing at a time. I'll get bored of this and I'll start doing that.
Yeah, there you go.
I have a plan. Sidebar though, completely off topic, but still planner. I am very proud of myself that I finally put my vision board
Yay!
on my.
That was really loud. Yay!
So that's how I decided to do my spring. Like, I always think that spring is more like when you should do goals, and that's also a spring cleaning thing, like refreshing your goals, take a look back. And to me, winter, I know it's the beginning of the year and everyone does their goals and everything, but it's like I'm still sluggish, I'm still hibernating. So to me, spring, that's the beginning of the year for me. That's the natural, like nature's way of saying start over. And so I'm like, so I put it on there. I had written on my phone my 3 words of the year that I wanted to, and I put them on there finally. And I'm like, hey, I'm actually following this. I am. So, yay.
Nice.
Beginning of the, what is it? Biological year? I don't know. Spring, beginning of spring.
Yeah,
That's
the
where
natural. No, I don't know. Natural nature's year.
Nature's year, I
Nature's
guess.
year,
Yeah,
is that right?
because
I don't
it symbolizes, right? This is
Yeah.
where everyone comes out of hibernation. All the aminals. That's when they start to procreate. The flowers start blooming.
Mhm. Yeah.
My allergies start acting up. It's why my eyes are all like watery right now, if you can tell. But I love it. Yeah.
Full confession, I have not done my words of the year still.
But you
At
have a
this
vision
point,
board.
I probably won't, but it's okay.
It's okay, but you have
It's
a
okay.
vision board. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My words of the year are in my vision board, but then I wrote them out even more.
Oh, okay.
You
Cool.
know, because I want to keep. There's one specific one that I focused on, which is being present, which then leads to being at peace and calm.
Nice.
Which are my words of the year. And I'm always constantly thinking ahead, which is great and not so great, because then you start thinking of all the bad things that can happen, and then you're like, I'm not present in like the things that are currently happening. I'm like, okay, what's next? Like my mind's not here. So I wanted to be present in all the events that are happening. And I'm working on it. That also means getting rid of this a lot. I've been trying to not be on it a lot. But yeah, those are my. We did a little spring cleaning goal here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gonna do a digital cleanup? Is that your goal?
Yeah, I think that's one that I can definitely do. I need to do.
So tell us what any spring cleaning goals, or what are you spring cleaning? Are you doing your planner? Are you doing, your office space, mental, digital cleaning, anything? Let us know what your thing is. And if you know anything about the Pen Palooza, also let us know.
And don't forget to like and subscribe and share our podcast with everybody. We are still looking for subscribers so we can do our first giveaway.
Yes, that giveaway is still there, and we are so happy and thankful for those who have subscribed. We got some new ones, and can't wait to talk to you guys next month.
Yep. Thanks for watching.
Bye.